Hi everyone, today we're going to review the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 with Windows 10.1-inch convertible tablet. Alright, before we get started, let's do a little unboxing. Alright, there it is. First thing we have is a microfiber cloth from Lenovo. That's nice, because you'll need that to keep the screen clean. And of course we have the tablet. We're going to set this aside for now. And this little envelope here has the warranty, the startup guide, and back here we do have a 1-year subscription of Office 365 Personal. Okay. Of course, chargers on the side. And micro USB to USB charger plugs into this, as well as to your computer. And underneath we have the keyboard. So this is the keyboard cover. Alright, so I got the keyboard out of the box, and ta-da, there it is. It did come with another micro USB to USB cord, as well as its own quick start guide. So onto the keyboard. This is magnet. It attaches onto the cylinder of the tablet. I'll show you that in a sec. Chiclet keys, very nice size, not too small, and it has good tactile feedback on there. You do have your click pad surface here. Left click, right click, you can hear it. Alright, so the keys are not too loud. They're actually very soft keys. And I can see one typing really fast on these. One quick thing I should note is this is not a backlit keyboard. And that's unfortunate because it's really nice having one. Alright, here we go, tablet time. So, here it is, 10.1 inch. We have some stickers on the side that I'll remove in a sec. And what it says is Dolby Audio, 15 hours, Office 365, Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 with Windows, multi-mode. So here are the modes. Alright, so you can hold it like a tablet or an e-reader. The side here has a cylinder that has the battery, and it actually is very useful for holding because it gives you a better grip rather than the edges here. Alright, on the back we do have the kickstand, and that opens all the way up 180 degrees, and this hole right here you can use to hang it onto a hanger, a nail, anything that you want to. And that same hanger is of course your kickstand, so it is made out of metal, so watch out that it doesn't scrape your table. And as you can see, there's many ways to do it. Also set it like this, have it up like that. And of course you can just close up the kickstand, and the cylinder does provide a nice tilt for the tablet. On the left side of the tablet we have a headphone jack and a micro HDMI port. On the right side we have the power button. It's similar to the Apple keyboard as well as the Vio Z power button. And we have a micro USB port as well as the controls for volume. The bottom left and the bottom right has speakers, and the Windows logo is a touchscreen home button. Underneath the kickstand there is a little housing for a micro SD card, and this can support up to 64 gigs. Alright, so before we go into the features and just how well the tablet runs, let me show you one quick thing that can be a major drawback for a lot of you here. And that is with the attachment of the tablet to the keyboard. So this thing doubles as a cover, like so, and close back the kickstand here, and you have something that looks like Microsoft Surface Pro. But I do want to warn you guys that the magnet here, it is attached by magnet, and it does attach, but It is not that strong, and I'm proving myself wrong. And it may hold like so, but in the long run it's really not that strong. And that's with the kickstand closed. If I have this open and I lay it on top of there and I lift it up, that will happen. And thank you for watching my video. I'm just kidding. Alright, so let's keep going here. Now, as you can see, magnet is not that stable. So maybe a major drawback for some of you, or that may just be an additional accessory for some of you. And the real deal here is the appeal of this tablet and just how cool some of the features it has is. Alright, in terms of specs, we can easily find that on the Lenovo website. It's saying that this has the Intel Atom Z3745 processor, and it has Windows 8.1 with Bing for tablets, which is pretty much just Windows 8.1. They just add the Bing for tablets because the way they install it, they'll have Bing as your default search tool or search engine for Internet Explorer, but it's exactly the same as normal Windows 8.1, and this is running the 32-bit version of that. In terms of memory, you have 2 gigs of LPDDR3 RAM, and the way it looks is it's running at 1600 megahertz. Alright, so storage, we have 32 gigs of eMMC, which is similar to SSD, and it supports up to 64 gigs, like I said earlier, of micro SD card. The screen is 10.1 inch diagonally, and it's running a 1920 by 1200 resolution with an IPS display in plane switching, meaning any angle you look at it doesn't look washed out, and it looks really, really nice. Of course, it's a capacitive touchscreen, 10-point multi-touch, weighs about 1.4 pounds, and you have the dual speakers for here, stereo speaker, up to 15 hours of battery, but in reality maybe 10 or so. Depends on how bright the screen is. This one is running at 50% brightness right now. And you have Wi-Fi N and Bluetooth 4.0, and it does support dual band. Right now it is connected to my 5 gigahertz band, meaning it's also very, very useful for streaming, even video games. I'll show you that in the other video. Alright, so G sensor, E-compass, ambient light, and all of these sensors are included. You also have, of course, on the sides, micro HDMI, micro USB, audio jack, and the SD card on the back. Alright, so let's play around with this tablet. I'm already logged in. Already did the startup process, logged on to my Microsoft account. And like I said, this is a touch home button for Windows. As you can see, it's pretty snappy. I have some apps installed already. And we have Google Chrome. Alright, so you can go browsing. Really depends on the website. Some websites do take a while to load, and some, like Best Buy's website, is pretty optimized. Loads really well on a tablet. And of course, the thing that really sells this is the screen quality. The IPS display is really beautiful. 1200p display. Even 1080p on a 10-inch is already a killer, as proven by the first 2 Microsoft Surface Pros. But 1200p, even better. Okay, in terms of running native apps, I'll load up Hulu Plus here. And we'll play a video it should automatically detect that we have high speed, so it will run it on 1080p. And let me play the latest episode of Arrow. Alright, so right here I'm playing the latest episode of CW's Arrow, and as you can see, it's very fluent. It's playing on HD and there's no lag. Everything looks really beautiful. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so that's it for my video. Thank you for watching. Stick around for the next video. I'll show you how to use this for gaming. Not directly running on the device, but using Steam's in-home streaming. And it can decode the game really well. Once again, if you liked the video and if you have any questions, please click like, please leave a comment, and thank you for watching. See ya.